So we've all seen it, right? Or maybe you've even lived it yourself, that modern entrepreneurs challenge.
Oh, yeah.
The endless array of tools, the constant juggle, that feeling like you're just, spinning in circles, trying to keep everything afloat.
It's exhausting. It really is.
Totally. And well, today we're diving into a system that claims it might be the answer to all that chaos. It's called DallowryFlow.
Right.
It's billed as an all-in-one automation system, and they make this really bold statement: the last system you'll ever need.
That's a big claim.
Uh-huh.
And for this deep dive, our mission really is to unpack how DallowryFlow says it simplifies, streamlines, and scales businesses. We're looking at their own stuff here: website, content, marketing materials.
Okay.
We want to get past just the promises and really explore how it aims to deliver and maybe what makes it genuinely different. Because let's face it, it's a super crowded market out there.
Definitely. Okay, so let's untangle this. The core problem DallowryFlow points to. It feels so relatable, almost painfully so for a lot of people, I think. Their materials talk about entrepreneurs being tired of juggling tools, always chasing leads, and that feeling of just unproductive busy work, like spinning in circles.
Right.
It paints this picture of businesses being duct taped together with 12 apps and 0 results. Sounds like pure chaos, honestly, lots of guesswork.
Yeah, and it's interesting when you think about why this is such a common struggle, especially for like solo entrepreneurs or small teams.
Right.
We're just drowning in platforms, aren't we?
Yeah.
You feel like you have all these tools, but you're still falling behind. Every new app says it's the solution.
Yeah, the magic bullet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But often it's just another login, another thing to learn, and more tech fatigue, not less. It's maybe less about the number of tools and more about them not really working together, no cohesive strategy.
So DallowryFlow steps in and says, okay, we're the antidote to all that. They promise to replace the overwhelm with momentum and offer the structure to move faster, serve better, and stop wasting time.
Right.
Well, that's ambitious, isn't it? In a market flooded with all-in-one promises.
It really is. And I think the insight here isn't just the promise. It's maybe how they position their mix of tech and support.
Mm-hmm.
Most people, entrepreneurs, they want solutions, right? Not just a blank canvas.
True.
And DallowryFlow seems to be betting on delivering something more pre-configured. The founder, Channing Gardner, talks about wanting to build this system, not just another tool.
Okay.
The whole point is getting founders back to what they do best: running their business, not running in circles. So it's all aimed at real growth, less guesswork, streamline, scale, and stay sane. Like they want to be the fundamental operating system for the business.
Right, the foundation. So the promise is clear. But how does it actually, translate into real benefits for someone using it? Their stuff highlights 3 main things.
Okay.
First, big focus on automation. Getting rid of the daily noise, handling leads, bookings, follow-ups, reminders automatically.
Makes sense.
Then, consolidation. This seems huge. Replacing a whole stack, they say 9 subscriptions, with one system, one login. Basically, getting rid of the tech headaches.
Yeah, that integration pain.
Exactly. And finally, this idea of built-in momentum. The concept that if they handle the back-end stuff, the front end, your actual business can just naturally grow. Momentum becomes sort of inherent.
And if you tie those benefits back to what an entrepreneur really wants, it's all about getting back time, getting peace of mind, feeling supported.
Yeah.
And actually seeing growth.
Yeah.
Reclaiming time. That's powerful. You see it in testimonials like, I got my weekends back. That's priceless.
Wow. Yeah.
And that feeling of support, it's like having a team when you're solo.
Yeah.
That really speaks to how it could scale someone's capacity without them needing to hire immediately. It's about building that strong base. So growth isn't just possible, it's actually sustained.
And they back this up with some pretty eye-catching numbers. The figures they quote are quite striking.
Okay, like what?
Things like 46,000 plus leads managed daily. Also, 95 plus businesses streamline, an average saving of $400 a month.
Substantial.
And they claim 5 hours saved per week per user, plus the reviews, 48 reviews. And they add every single review 5 stars. No fluff, just freedom.
Okay, those are strong claims.
They are compelling. But, for a deep dive like this, looking at marketing claims, does the source material give any hint about how they handle, say, challenges or user problems, or is that just not part of the public stuff?
That's a really fair question.
Oh.
And yeah, the source material being marketing, it doesn't really dig into potential downsides or negative feedback. That's pretty typical.
Right.
But it does keep reinforcing the impact with these testimonials, like hands down the best system we've used from the Griffin Antique Mall. That speaks to overall effectiveness.
Yeah.
And Rose Cleaning saying, I got my weekends back, that's priceless. That just perfectly hits that time-saving nerve for overloaded entrepreneurs. And Loving VA Services saying, it's like having a team when you're solo. That highlights the support aspect, basically giving you virtual help through automation.
Okay, so to actually deliver all of that, DallowryFlow must have a lot of tools packed in. Let's maybe shine a light on a couple of the features that really jumped out.
Sure.
Like AI employees. You apparently train once, and it can, quote, book and reply 24/7.
Interesting. AI employees.
Yeah. And a review booster that gets you reviews on autopilot with 0 awkward asks. It kind of sounds like they tried to think of every little digital task that drives business owners crazy.
It seems like it. And that AI employees idea, the big thing there isn't just the automation, it's making advanced AI accessible, right? For a follow person, that means scaling up how much work they can handle without hiring, competing with bigger outfits on responsiveness.
Right.
And train once suggests there's some machine learning there, so it's not just canned responses. It might understand context, pull data for quotes, handle booking logic. It kind of hints at a future where a small business team looks very different.
Yeah, interesting thought.
And beyond those, the list of features is, well, pretty extensive. It shows they're aiming to cover almost everything in one place. You've got a smart calendar, a unified lead inbox, a client portal, two-way texting, also payments and invoices, tools for proposals and contracts, running email and SMS campaigns, task management, pipeline tracking, plus sales funnels, a missed call text back feature, which is clever, and even 1,000 plus software templates. And you get mobile app access and reporting dashboards to see how it's all going. It really looks like they tried to wrap everything up neatly.
That is a seriously long list, and it brings us to a really key question. What is DallowryFlow, fundamentally? We hear about new platforms all the time. Is this just like go high level with a fancy coat of paint, or is it something more?
Yeah, good question. The source material is actually very direct about this. It says, not even close.
Okay.
So for anyone who doesn't know, Go High Level is this powerful white label platform that agencies often use to build custom solutions for their clients. It's like a really capable but empty toolkit.
Right, a blank slate.
Exactly. DallowryFlow says they aren't just reselling that blank slate. They've taken that engine and built their own unique workflows, dashboards, and systems on top. They say these are refined with real-world automations, tools, and templates that actually work.
So it's a rebuild, not just a rebrand.
That seems to be the claim. Less a new name, more a specialized pre-configured operating system built using that engine designed to go beyond the blank slate. And they identify their target audience clearly. Small businesses, solopreneurs, and growing local teams, especially anyone tired of bouncing between 5+ platforms.
Okay.
They give examples like a creative, a coach, a cleaner, or a consultant. Pretty broad.
That distinction makes sense, turning the toolkit into more of a ready-to-run factory, maybe. So for listeners thinking about this, a couple of practical things probably pop up straight away. Do I need to be super techie to use this? And what's the deal with costs?
Yeah, absolutely crucial questions. On the tech-savvy front, the answer is apparently a firm nope. They say it's designed for everyday business owners, not IT pros. If you can drag and drop or reply to an email, you're ready.
Okay, that's reassuring for many.
Definitely. It democratizes the tech. Cost-wise, the base plan includes unlimited contacts, automated emails, forms, funnels, calendars, and custom dashboards, plus local support.
Unlimited contacts is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are some extra costs for usage-based things like messaging, email, text, AI, typically around $5.30 a month, but they mention flat rate options too. And it claims it can replace tools like MailChimp, Calendly, maybe Asana.
Right, the consolidation savings.
Exactly. And if you need something really specific, they say custom versions for different industries or teams or their specialty. But what's really interesting, perhaps their main differentiator, is this core belief they state. We bet on results, not features. Other CRMs leave you to figure it out. We don't. We build it with you, launch it faster, and back it with real support and a model that rewards us only when you grow. That sounds much more like a partnership promise than just selling software.
Yeah, that's a different angle. So wrapping it up, it sounds like DallowryFlow's whole message is about helping businesses elevate, automate, repeat, understanding how these all-in-one systems are trying to tackle that info overload and operational mess, it really gives you a sense of where small business tech is heading, doesn't it? Trying to enable scaling without limits.
It really does. And it makes you wonder, if a system truly becomes the last system you'll ever need, handling all that repetitive stuff, what does that actually open up for the solo entrepreneur?
Interesting thought.
How does that kind of complete automation redefine their role? Could they focus purely on innovation or strategy or maybe even just personal well-being? What kind of new business ideas or creative projects become feasible when all that daily chaos is finally under control? Something to think about.